Welcome back everybody, this is DannyCode, and we're going to start a new Mashinky playthrough. I'm super excited because I've wanted to do a new Mashinky playthrough for quite some time. A little while back, Mashinky stopped working on my machine, so I really couldn't do a playthrough. It stopped working on my machine, and it was completely my fault, nothing about the game itself. I did something stupid, so I got it working again on my machine, and here we go. So there has been a ton of new updates, and I'm not completely up on all of them. I know, like, the biggest update that I'm really looking forward to are the road vehicles and things like that, so that is, we're going to look into that and use those as much as possible, I think. And yeah, and then I think there was a bunch of actually quality of life updates as well, so we'll kind of look into those. So, alright, so let's just jump right in. Now, for this playthrough, I was looking for like a themed map or something like unique, and I kind of found one here. So I went on Steam and I was looking through maps, and this one here is kind of fun. So it's like a Death Valley map, and so it has kind of like this Wild Wild West theme, so we'll use that one. It's kind of flat, but it's kind of cool, so I like it. Alright, so as far as the settings, I think we're going to keep what I usually play with here. And if you hear anything outside, by the way, they're cutting down a tree. I don't know why they decided to cut down a tree today, but there you go. So anyways, so the settings here, as far as the tutorial, I don't want to go through that, and I don't want to really do the random quests. So what I'm thinking here is that we're going to have like an economic playthrough that we're just going to concentrate on resource tokens and things like that. So with that said, we're going to have a pay to go to the next era, and I think the loan and everything here is fine. So starting loan, so it's basic, and additional loan, so we'll start with 3,000 or potentially 3,000, and the loan interest is fine, that's default. Fuel cost default, it's good. Maintenance according to age enabled. I almost want to turn this off, but I think that's a good thing, because that forces you to kind of update your trains and whatnot. It forces me to, anyways. So infrastructure, auto leveling, that's new. Like the last time I was playing it, we didn't have auto leveling, so we're gonna keep that enabled. Auto depot connection enabled. And only one depot. I really like playing it with only one depot, so we will keep that enabled. That's a very big restriction, especially for this map, which is 512 by 512. So especially on big maps like that, you want like a couple depots, but I think I like the only one depot restriction. So anyways, moving on. Signals, auto signal type enabled, and first click signal two-way. I'm pretty sure this is a quality of life thing, so we're going to keep these as default as they are. Change drive direction. I thought about making this a one-way, unable to turn around playthrough, but I think we're going to keep this reverse at stop signals, reverse at stations, and reverse when hill too steep. We'll disable that, that's fine. If we have something, if we have a stuck train on a hill, we'll just delete that train and then replace it or something like that, so that's fine. Alright, so moving on. We have stop trains with no money disabled. So that means if they don't have the proper tokens, that they will go really slow. Magic flip enabled. Again, we're not going to do a one-way playthrough, we'll do like two-way, so they can flip. And rust visible, why not? Town names, I like to keep it, well, I mean, it's a map, so, and it's the Death Valley, so United States is appropriate, right? So alright, so we'll do that, and yeah, so I think that's it, and we can start game. Okay, so first thing I like to do is I like to take a little look around, so we're gonna put this on pause by pressing 1, and we'll get rid of that. We'll take care of that later. Alright, so right on the edge of the map we have some towns right on the edge of the map. That's pretty cool. So the first thing I do on any map or anything is I look for, let's put this in this view, what I do is I look for starting towns, because passengers is going to be your first thing. So kind of look around here, see where the best place to start is. And oh, look at this, we have a 20, so Dodge City. Oh yeah, I like that. And Kansas City, so this is definitely a potential here. So we have two 11 size cities here, and Dodge City is 20. So if I put rails between all three of these and started doing passengers, I think that would get us off to a good start. But let's see what else we have here. This is a very big map, by the way. So ooh, we have a 31 here. What is this? This is New Orleans. And we have 8. So this is a potential as well. But we have two kind of smaller cities around. But that's a big city. That's a potential as well. We have 11. So we have some really good cities here. Some really good potential starting places. This is nice as well. Wow, this is nice. 14, 12, and 15. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so there's a plethora of good places to start here. Even here, but we have some terrain, so there'll be a lot of editing on terrain. So I think I want to start over here at Dodge City. I think this is a pretty good place to start. So it's at the edge of the map here, and we're kind of in a corner, and then we can expand that away here. So I think that'll be good. Alright, so yeah, so awesome. What I want to do is I want to start off with a main rail. So I'm going to have a central rail, and we'll just have one big rail here that will kind of go off into terminals onto these cities. And eventually, of course, the toolworks here, and the sawmill, and even these forests over here. Yeah, this is a great place to start. Okay, so we'll do that. So the first one we're going to hook up is Dodge City here. So let us, and I forgot all the shortcut keys. So the shortcut key for this is E, that's right, E. But we want to do a station. So where do we want to put the station? We're going to put the station just, I think, just here. No, one more over, just here. Yeah, that's perfect. Because I want to use this space for something, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. And we're going to start off with double tracks, especially to all cities. And there's that, so we'll do that, and then here we'll do the same thing, and we'll just start it right here, and I'll show you why I'm starting it right here as well. But we'll do that in just a second. Actually, let's just do that now. So what I like to do with these is I like to put in a platform, and then I like to put in the extension of a waiting room, just like this. And I think that's a good, yeah, that's a good spot for it. So it's missing this one here, but it's catching this one if I'm not mistaken. So that's good. So that is fine. And that gives the town a little bit of room to grow as well. And we'll do the same thing here. So let's go ahead and close that, and then do an extension or a platform. And this is why I wanted it here, so I'm going to use that, and then extend the waiting room here. Just like that. Okay, so that's going to be the first two cities that we hook up, and I'm going to find a place for the main rail, and I think I'm just going to hug it right here. So this will be like a main rail here, and these will be terminal cities, like so. It'll come in here and it'll turn around, just like so. All right, so that'll be the main rail, and one of the things that, now I did do stamps in the last playthrough, but stamps are really kind of cool because this saves a ton of time. So what I'm going to do here is go off just one or two like that. So that'll be the X crossing for there. And we will put one here as well for that town. Alright, so E, oops. Just like so. Perfecto. And do this. Alright, so we're going to come out, and I want to leave enough room in here, so I'm going to come out just a little bit and then start turning that way, just like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this up here, and then we'll put a T-junction off here. And again, I'm going to use the stamps, and the T-junction will be just here, and then we will extend the rail out just like so. Alright, looking good so far. And then we're going to do the same thing here, just come up a few and then start turning this way like so. Just like that, and then go to the stamps again, get our T section, turning it. I'm turning it with the middle mouse button, wheel, whatever. Alright, get rid of that. Grab our track and do that. Perfect. Alright, so there's that, and the signals that we'll put in, let's just put in signals here real quick. And these are the auto signals, so auto signal placing, so that, and I have it set to 8, so 8 sections, because that seems to work well for me as far as trains. So I try not to make the trains over 8 sections, so that means one train will fit between 2 signals in a block, and not take up 2 blocks, basically. Alright, so let's just put, I don't think we need any signals here in between here and here for now. If we do, we can put stuff in, we can put one in there. And I think the same for this. Well, this is a little bit longer. Let's just put one here and here. Yeah, that works. Alright, so let's put in our depot and buy our first trains. And depot. Where do we want to put a depot? I think just right here will be fine. And I want to pull it back as far as I can here. And there we go. Alright, so let's, first of all, I like making it so the depot, so anything coming out of the depot or coming into the depot can come from any track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend out just kind of like this here and that there, and then just signal this up. So things will be coming in here, going out there, continuing on. I know it's just a ton of signals, but it's alright. It'll be okay. Things will be coming in here, going that direction. There we go. And we want one more signal here. Oops, wrong way. Oop. There we go. And you can see too, we got these color codings. That's kind of new for me. Like, it'll show you the blocks. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of new for that. Again, that's been since I've played it. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and put one there, but let's get rid of this, just like that, and get rid of this one as well. And we will stick one a little bit closer to it, just like that. I think we got all the signals, right? One here, one there, one there, one there. Okay, cool. All right, let's buy our trains. So, very limited options at the beginning of the game, but that's pretty cool. We got our porter, and then I think the porter can have 4 of these coach cars before it goes overweight. Yeah, since these are bigger cities, like if these were smaller cities, I would only put 1 or 2, but since these are actually bigger cities, one is 20, one is 11, this is good. So let's give this guy orders to go from, let's have him go down here first to Dodge City, and then go up here to Kansas City. Perfect. We'll start him on his way, and we're in pause, so he won't go anywhere until we unpause it. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and buy one more, and we'll have them go, so we'll have two go between these two cities. I think that should make them grow pretty quick. And we can probably copy the orders, but let's just do it in reverse order here. We're going to go from Kansas City to Dodge City, just like so. Alright, let's put these over here. Oops. Over there. Lock them in place so they're out of our way. Beautiful. Close the depot, start this one, and we will unpause. Alright, train 1 should be coming out here. And there it is, in all its beauty. Very nice. And this will go down to Dodge City, pick up some passengers. We should have tons of passengers already at Dodge City. And this is pretty cool. This is new for me, again, new for me. So we have a path color coding. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so we have two going between those two cities, and they should make them grow pretty quickly. Now, for cities to grow, if you click on the city, I remember it gives you the stats for it and how it needs to grow. So we need 2,000 more passengers for Dodge City to grow, and we're going to need 1,100 for Kansas City to grow. So those should grow pretty quick. Alright, so let's just close these. And where is the next city that we want to do? We want to do this city here. So this is what? Fort Ardbeg. Ardbeg? Yeah, Ardbeg. Ardbeg? I've never heard of that town. But there we go. Fort Ardbeg. So we're going to put some platforms here, and then we'll extend this main rail down into here. So I'm gonna do let's do a little planning here. Let's see what we got. So our next goal is gonna be forests. So we're gonna have to be picking up trees from the forest and then bringing them to the sawmill here. So that's great. So then this will get extended down here, and then if we put platforms here, that will hook up the sawmill, which is great. And then if we keep on going down this way, we can go by this forest and maybe extend the track like here, and then we can hook up this New Haven, and then we can hook up Dutchtown over here as well. Yep, so that is the plan. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our tracks and just do a very long straight one here. Let's stop before here because I want to make it so I want to do a little terraforming here. So let's go ahead and just bring this down and bring this down and that down. So then our next track will just be here, so it'll go down on the same slope. Sounds good to me. Let's grab our other track here and bring it all the way down. Beauty. Alright, so we're going to put our stations here, and I'm looking for a 3 space, so maybe from here. Looks good to me. Let's hit our stamps. Boy, I gotta tell you, the stamps really do make it a lot easier. Go out 2. Extend our tracks. And we're gonna go ahead and put in our... How much money do we have? Yeah, we're good on money. So we'll do a platform. Do it right in the middle here. And then we will do our waiting room here, and that gets the whole town. Beautiful. Alright, very nice. And then all we need to do now is hook it up to our main rail. I'm gonna come out, so I think it's just, it feels a little close. This one may be a little close as well. Because in the end game, not end game, but middle game, whatever, we're gonna need to put bridges and or tunnels over here, and if these are too close to like these T-junctions, it's going to make it very difficult. So what I'm going to do is, and we may have to do it here, like come out and then come back in eventually, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it here. So I'm just going to do a little turn this way, just like so, then start going up like that. I know that may seem like a waste of space, but it really, I'm predicting that will really help in the end. All right, now we can just kind of start going this way, like this. What I'm saying is it's a small price to pay, really. All right, beautiful. Let's do our T section here. Line her up, like so, beauty. And then do our tracks. Yeah, so that gives us more room here. And we can even probably do a little bit more to that. So let's just go ahead and put signals. It's kind of in the middle here. That works. And then we will put our auto signals here, just like so. Make sure that makes sense. It does make sense. Very good. All right, we are all set to do passengers from Fort Artburg here. And I apologize if people actually live there and are watching this video and I'm butchering that name, but I don't know. Put it down in the comments if I'm mispronouncing that. Ardberg? Ardberg? Is that right? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a train, one from here to from Ardberg to Dodge City, and one from Ardberg to Kansas City here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and buy 2 trains and 8 coaches, and then we will stick these on here like so. Beauty. Okay. Alright, let's close this. Make it look nice. And we're going to go from Ardberg to Dodge. Start him on his way. This one is going to go from Ardberg to good old Kansas City. And start him. Very cool. Is very nice. Speed it up just a little bit here. Going very slow. Alright, there's a beautiful number 3 train. Yeah, I really do like this map. I think it's kind of cool. Alright, so that should give us a good basis for earning credits, for earning credit tokens. Nice, and we already have quite a few passengers here. So yeah, this map is good for starting out. That's for sure. It is very good for, because these towns are huge. Comparatively to other maps that I've started on, these towns are very big. Alright, so we are well on our way. And I think one more thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and do the track here, and I'm going to hook up this town, and I'm going to hook up at least one of these forests. I think probably this one here. So I'm going to do just a little time lapse to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. So we have a forest, and we only have a one-way going in here and out because the sawmill is up here. There's not really going to be a need for it to go down here, I don't think. So we'll see. I mean, if the sawmill... No, yeah, but it's just going to have to go that way, so it's fine. Also, I think what I'm going to do is this main rail, we're going to tee it off like in here and then go this way. So that will be a thing to go there, or we can, well, no, there's already T there, so yeah, we'll just kind of tee it off here and then go this way, extend it that way, so that'll be our main rail. Now, I have hooked up this New Haven, and so what we're going to do is we're going to start to go ahead and take passengers from New Haven. Now, what I'm going to do at first is I'm not going to do from like 3 towns away. We're only going to do from 2 towns away. So if we have New Haven here, and then we have Fort Ardberg, and then Fort and Dodge City, so these 3 cities can be hooked up. But I would not do at this moment, anyways, from New Haven to say like Kansas City. So that's like 3 away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 passenger train from New Haven to Fort Ardberg, and then 1 passenger train from New Haven to Dodge City. So I think that'll be a good mix. So if we need more, we can do more. So, but that for now, that's what we're going to do. So again, let's go ahead and do our 2 here and 8 coaches. And we will stick those on the appropriate trains here. Just like so. Beauty, beauty. Alright. So these trains, so this one's going to go from... Let's go all the way down to New Haven here. And then it will go into Fort Ardberg. And then we can start that one. And then this one is going to go from New Haven to Dodge City. Such an iconic town. Okay, so there we go. There's our Dodge City Express right there. New Haven to Dodge City Express. Alright, so I think that's a very good start. Now, I know I didn't do anything for the logs yet, but we will do that soon. But I think for now, that is a huge good start. We have our first 1, 2, 3, 4 towns or cities hooked up, and I think we're making some pretty good money here. So I did have to borrow a little bit just to finish off those tracks, so I wanted to pay back a little like that. But I think we're in damn good shape. Let's just follow this one real quick. Alright, so guys, that is the start to the Wild West playthrough here. And I hope you enjoyed, and we will be doing a ton more stuff. Now, next episode, I will be getting into the road cars and things like that, because I think that we can hook those up per town as well, and then shuttle passengers back and forth and whatnot. So that will be in the next episode. We will explore that, and yeah, let's take a little ride on a train while we're waiting here. So yeah, so guys, I hope you like the video. If you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified when there's more, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.